listen. It's the after pops. I think Tom's going to be like the coolest granddad in Birmingham, I think. Hi guys, I'm Dave and welcome to Mahker. And for those of you who know, these cars have literally just come back from Morocco. They were dropped off 2 days ago and Jacob's done a cracking job of giving them a very, very deep clean because they were absolutely plastered. Rob got this buried on a beach, Keith got that buried on a beach, and Mauro was actually the sensible one that left it in the hotel this time. So they were covered in camel dung, horrible smelly stuff, and so yeah, and you can still see the sand now, the remnants is coming off them. But the great news is, guys, these cars made it all the way around Morocco. Well, Mauro's got kind of the way around Morocco. He decided to stick it through a river flat out, and the turbo sucked some cold water up and he destroyed the impeller inside. So we managed to find him another turbo. This one here it wanted to divorce itself from the left-hand engine mount, but quite a funny story, as you'll see as we build the video out that's coming soon. But other than that, the cars are fantastic. The shocks on this, hands down, are the best shocks I've ever used in the world and are fantastic. And this little thing here, I'll introduce this. This is Project Fifi. This belongs to Keith from Devon, and very unique little car. And I tell you what, this really did surprise us. He had a lot of issues with ignition, timing and all sorts on the way there. He drove this all the way from England to Barcelona, the whole leg there, and then from Barcelona to Morocco, obviously on a boat in the middle of it there. It's not quite amphibious just yet. Excuse the towel, the seats are a bit moist. But there you have it, it made it all the way. And we've got some great footage of this, so stay tuned and we'll show you next week.
How many kilos of sand do you reckon you've taken out of this car so far?
Oh, loads.
Loads. Should have bagged it up, mate. Sell it. Should have bagged it up.
Not full, the aim was.
What a mess.
So whilst we've been away, whilst I've been away, and Rob, the lads have been really busy in the workshop, and I'm going to give a little walk around now what's been going on while I'm away. Project Cummins here. We're going to call this Cummins Heavy Duty because it's literally heavy duty. It's going to be a welfare vehicle for the lads on site. Come and have a look. So we're at the final stages now. Louis and Jacob are putting the tow assembly on it. We've got onboard air going inside it. We've got a diesel heater. If you have a look around here, we've got some posh LED lights that went on yesterday. So for those of you that don't know much about this build, I was tasked by a customer, Adam. He said to me, Dave, he said, I want the most reliable hauler that you can possibly build me. So he bought me his 130 with a 2.2 that was problematic, like probably every month. And he said, Dave, I'm burning clutches, he's breaking axles, and he hammers this thing around the site. So he said to me, Dave, build me something that's robust and it'll take a pasting basically. So I offered him the 5.9 Cummins and our new engine mounts that take a lot of the vibration out. And there you have it. So absolute powerhouse. We'll pull anything that goes behind it. And if you look behind us there, Darren and the lads have been busy. We've got the spotlights, all the laser lamps going on. We've got some nice optimal goodies here. Some hinges, of course, in handles. He's got some nice Evo course wheels. And if you look inside them wheels, you'll see our monstrous brake package. So this truck has literally had everything you can possibly imagine. We made some custom sills here. I spoke to my friend Scott at Uproar, and he sent me these in the post, and then I cut them down and fabricated them to fit the 130 single cab, because nobody actually sells single cab rock sliders. And I know Adam's a big lad like me. He's going to want all the room he possibly can, so we're also going to give him a set of Recaros CS's just to get the seat right back as possibly can in the cab. What we've done, this car's been through a whole revamp. It's actually had a pair of new wings fitted because they were just so beaten up. And I said to him, you can't let this car leave, it's so beaten up. So he treated it to a respray. So I said to him, why it's here, let's give it some nice new wings, nice new paint job. So effectively, it's a fully rebuilt machine. And doesn't it look great? So this is Tom's Red 90. This is the 90 that's probably tested me the most this year. So this is the car that, it's a 5.3 L83 motor, and we decided to take away the direct fuel injected. And we listened to a friend in the States who said, Dave, get rid of all that horrible direct injection and go back to port injection, and you can really liven these things right up. So I listened to him, and God, did it create some headaches, because we went away from the later ECU, we went back to the earlier ECU, and this has got the 8-speed gearbox in here. And trying to make those two like torque, God, was it hard work. So we've got a zero gravity 8L90 gearbox controller. That then talks to the original gearbox controller, that then feeds the information back to the latest ECU that we're using. So we had a lot of issues, some CAN issues, but it all came down to gearbox configurations, etc., and what software the gearbox had installed inside its brain, and what actual software was on the program itself. Anyway, we've ironed all that out, and now we've got a really smooth driving machine, and the noises this car makes. Like, I'll just flick the valve open. Listen to that. As Jeremy Clarkson would say, it sounds like two fat people fighting in a well. Let's listen. I'm going to close the valve now so you get an idea of the difference. It's pretty significant, but what I do love is the kick down. Look at this. The car just rears up and gets to go, and I'm pretty sure it ticked Tom's box, because when I took him out for a test drive, I noticed him grab hold of the door handle quite firmly, and I thought, yeah, that's ticked his box. So I hope he enjoys it as much as I have building it, and most of all learning from it has been. And I've actually enjoyed this engine that much, I've actually ordered one for myself. The blue 90 that most of you have followed and seen that I've been trying to sell, I'm actually going to rip that Rover out for For those of you that know, I dislike Rovers with an absolute vengeance. And I'm going to put a 5.3 L83 in there, and I'm going to build myself a summer toy for the family and have a good rip around. So I'll just do another run so you can enjoy the noise of this machine. What I love about the Corvettes is that the accelerator pedal is like a switch. The deeper you push the switch, the more oomph you get. And that's me only doing half throttle. This thing gets to 100 miles an hour before you even realise it, which is a bit dangerous for the boring people out there, but not for us guys. The only downfall in is the canvas noise, so excuse that. What's not to love about that Corvette engine? So Corvette, hands down. I used to love the C63 noise, but I think that's down to a very well made exhaust and some nice valves. But this engine is really, I don't know, it's really doing it for me now. So it's the same engine we installed in Spirit, it's the same engine we've got in here, and I tell you what, I almost want to say it's as lively as the LS3. But this car is a lot lighter, so maybe I'm seeing that difference. Just listen. It's the after pops. I think Tom's going to be like the coolest granddad in Birmingham, I think. Sorry to bring your age into that there, Tom. I know he'll be laughing when he sees this. So what we've given Tom in here is, this is our, let's say our signature automatic Corvette swap. So of course we've got the billet, centre console with the phone on charge, as you see there. This is the S500 shifter, high and low stick. We've given it an extra cubby here because this is a TDI for those of you that don't know, and we've gone with the Raptor engineering dash pod, so we've got oil pressure, voltages, speedo, fuel, water temp. So we've gone with a more analog setup in here opposed to digital. Tom wanted to retain these Durite gauges that you previously spent a lot of money on, so we're more than happy to do that too if it works out for your budget. And we've gone with a nice leather centre console. Nice and comfortable, using high quality foams and high quality leather. I don't think you need a sound system when a car sounds this good. I know Tom's eager to get out and do a couple of adventures with this and the wife, so I can't wait to see his photos of when he goes travelling.
Alright, Bruno, what are you doing?
So Ben, I am running through the handover checklist for this silver 90 that we've got. It's had the M57 conversion, it's had galv chassis, under treatment on the underside of the body, as you can see, nice sound deadening. And yeah, I'm just running through this checklist now, which is what we do for all the cars to make sure it's, well, everything's sorted. So tick it off, move on to the next thing. So my next thing was just setting up the handbrake. So I'll have to put it up, adjust it all, and then yeah, move on to the next thing. But yeah, it's been quite busy since you've been gone.
So you've also had a new car just before we were last here. How's that going for you?
Yeah, it's all right. Quite good, quite fast.
You haven't wrapped it around the lamppost yet?
No, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Maybe next week's adventures.
project here belongs to a chap called Ian, and he asked us to build him, let's say, probably the most reliable and fun manual 330D90 we possibly could. So he's gone with a heavy duty front winch bumper. He's gone with ATB axles. So these are ATB diffs, sumo bars, all this Fox suspension. Bruno's currently stripping this corner out. We're going to go with some Gwyn Lewis mud flaps. Basically, the shields that live in here. Shields live inside here and stop the debris going up against that nice, freshly painted bulkhead. Make you cry, wouldn't it, Bruno?
Well, don't want any more rotting.
So we've given him some nice brakes because this is going to be packing about 350 horsepower. Plenty to get him to work in the morning.
A ring? Yeah, looking for a powder coated ring. Do you know where I can find one? Have you got a ring for me?
No. No, for you. What the fuck you done when they I'm not
putting it on me butty. Free for all for the copper grease.
It's important stuff.
Stops your nuts from sticking. Does. Flaps on that.
So for those of you that follow us and see us on social media, recognise this car. This car was originally Rolling Thunder. So Rolling Thunder was originally a 5.9 Cummins. And the chap that owns this car, he basically, what's the word, wanted a wild Cummins. And I knew that there was going to be a funny turn on this because I said to him, I went, it's too loud, it's too leery, and the novelty will wear out. And I say this to everybody that wants a Cummins, but it happens and happens and happens. So he now wants an LS3 that spits flames. So he's gone from one end of the aspect. So he's gone from 5.9 litre Cummins to a 6.2 litre LS3. And he's gone for some nice refinements here to keep the wife happy. So we've given him air conditioning, we've given him his refinements back that he lost when he had the Cummins there. So cracking truck. Of course, nice little touches from Alisport cooling kit, and of course our nice crinkle coated coolant pipes. So this truck is nearly finished. You want to look inside. Louis made a cracking job on the interior. So this car was originally, we believe it was originally purchased from Cairn, I think about 10 years ago maybe. And we've done our best to basically try and match. So this console is one of our own, and we've done our best to try and match the trim to suit the original seat. So we've gone with like the diamond cross with the perforation. Very, very busy, not our usual kind of taste, but you know what, it's nice and it works. So, and I hope Raina loves it. So this is the 6-speed, so the 6L90 in this car. We've given him, of course, the mag charger. This is probably my favourite addition. Like, check this out. So you drop your phone on it, and it literally grabs hold of your phone like that. Look, nice and solid. So you can throw the car around as much as you want. That phone is not budging. And little bits there. We've got USB-C. Everything now, the new iPhone 15s are USB-C. So we're giving you all the mod cons. If you need it, it's there. Cup holders, of course, for the all-important beer, can of Coke, whatever you fancy drinking when you're driving. We are looking at adding a fridge in here, which would be a very nice touch. So there you have it, guys. This car will be making some noises very shortly.
been a few weeks. What are these we've got on the table here?
These are fixtures jigs for the exhaust systems that we're using now, starting to use. Instead of trying to get them in by eye and fit them in by eye, now Nicky's made these up, we can go straight ahead and not having to plan, bodge, you know, get a few screw ups to get it right. We can build them as them, you know, as we want them now, because they're all going to be pretty much a standard size. So yeah, it's all good in the hood, mate.
I suppose with these as well, you're not necessarily fitting them to an engine straight away. So these could even be knocking up exhaust, ready to just sell straight off the bat.
Yeah, pretty much. I think what Dave's plans are is if we do need one, we've got it. You know, we've got it on the shelf, sort of thing. So all we've got to do is give him a ring, and he'll sort you out.
Dancing.
So Project Cagney. Project Cagney is going to be, the easiest way to explain this is a posh rodent. So the customer got in touch with me when I think we were halfway through Rodent, and he was like, love everything about it. Love how you've done the exo, love how you've done the canvas. So we sat down, he came to the shop, we had a cup of coffee, and we decided to build and plan, sorry about that, Project Cagney. Project Cagney is going to be, let's say, an executive rodent. It's going to be classy. It's going to have electric windows. It's going to have beautiful leather seats. It's going to have this beautiful colour that we've kindly borrowed from vintage Aston Martin. This colour, I'll let you know, is probably the hardest colour we've ever had to try and source. In fact, the customer actually beat us to it and managed to source it himself. So, hands off to you, mate. You know, I'll really appreciate a customer that helps me to do our job and build you your ultimate car. So, I'm a bit miffed this week. We've had Shropshire Galvanising have let me down. I managed to bend some cappings, and those of you that know in the Land Rover world, 3-door cappings off a 110 are like rocking horse. So, yeah, I'm waiting on those now, and then we're going to crack on with the project. This project is going to have probably, let's say, 400 horsepower, 330D, 6-speed auto, of course the whole bells and whistles, big brakes, these puppies, and we're also bringing out new drive flanges, guys. For those of you that want to see some awesome drive flanges, check these out. We've gone away from this idea, we've gone a lot more pimp, let's just say that. So right before we left, I think it's about a week to spare, we had an issue. So Rob wanted a snorkel. We wanted to try out this new, what's it called again? Top Spin, made by Donaldson. So this is designed to basically help less dust get into the air filter, into the snorkel, if you like, the downpipe. So we came up with a bit of a problem. So we fabricated this here from scratch to the engine. And we got here and we thought, how are we going to get from 3-inch round to BMW rectangle, if you like? So I called up my friend Dan. Dan came here with his scanner, reverse engineered this, if you look here now, and he makes it look very easy. So take my hat to Dan, he's a very clever lad. He came up with this. This plugs into the intake of the original BMW, and that is 76mm that goes into just a normal flexi coupling. So we designed this flexi coupling to go to the 76mm stainless pipe that runs through the wing and goes up to the top of the car. If you look in these clips here, we got this car very wet, and we had it at one point probably to the bottom of the headlights. And as Mauro found in the 200 TDI Scram 90, water into a very hot turbo does it no good at all. It in fact destroyed it, and it nearly ended his trip. And we didn't want this for Rob, and we don't want this for any of our customers, so that's why we've developed this. This is carbon. It's a mix between plastic and carbon, so it's very strong. Look, this is where I hope it doesn't break. I'm 16 stone, there you go. I'm on it. Do that, just say, very strong. Not even any marks, look at that. So these are available, £200 plus VAT. Everybody probably say, oh, I can buzz one of them off. I'll tell you what, guys, you go to the effort of reverse engineering it, drawing it up, making it as pretty as that, and putting my name on it if you like. But there you go, it's available. If someone wants to make a snorkel, we can fabricate the rest if you'd also like that, or we can sell it you in kit form. So that's £200 if you'd like that. And I don't know what else to say really, but other than that, if you want a Project Rodent, guys, join the queue, because right now this car is probably the most popular ordered car in my book. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Hope you tune in to the next episode once Ben gets on top of the mammoth editing job of all the Scram videos and the laughs and the giggles that we had along the 2 weeks while we were there. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks again, and please like and subscribe.
See you later, mate.
Bye. Thanks for watching. See you next time.